Hey, let there be light. Well, all right, everybody, welcome to the pod.
It's another week, another episode.
Hey, listen, you know,
Is that the first day? When did God make the light?
Let there be light.
Let there be light.
What's it? Let there be
Who's
light.
religious? Was it the first day? He separated darkness and...
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
Like all of you guys, we don't know when that was.
I'm so sure
It must be the
it
first
is in
day.
the New Testament, eh?
Well, you don't worry. We're gonna call your father.
Manze na hindi mpewa pasi bro.
Let there be light.
But I think God made light on the first day.
There's no way
Like how would he see what he was creating?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's no
Sasa yeye
way.
alikuwa mwenye light na dark. Siangeona mpaka kwa giza. Lakini
But hapo nyuma alikuwa anasema.
wewe ndio jizaga lakini.
Acha this story.
What's up?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the pod, Vynil Space Podcast. I'm the OG.
I am DJ Joe Flex, aka Mr. Greatness.
Yeah, Toxic the MC is my name.
And I go by the name Sa.
And tonight.
Wait, nini?
No, ngoja.
Hadi
Ngoja kidogo.
Okay.
Ngoja kidogo. But hiyo story ya light bado gogo akilia.
Lazima ulebo.
Introduce alafu unipe. Introduce alafu unipe nikusho.
Nijiintroduce alafu nimuintroduce.
Introduce alafu unipe.
Oh, sawa. Mwanzo unani confuse.
Mnanichocha
And
hapa.
this is Tom Money aka Sa Sherehe. Flex.
Yeah man, and we are here another week. And tonight, manze najua mshamuona kwa camera, but we have the legendary. I think kawe ni DJ na ujui mse uko na shida.
Uko chini.
Actually kawe uko kwa industry na ujui mse uko
Uko
na
chini.
shida. Wewe uko down.
Uko down.
Wewe uko down.
Yeah man.
We have none other than the guru himself.
The greatest.
Yes.
The DJ of DJs.
The teacher.
The father.
Baba yao.
Akia nani?
Asi.
The OG himself.
Phenomenal.
Yo, give it up for Gordo!
Mwalimu wa maths lazima aone hiyo intro. Lazima aone hiyo intro nimepewa basi.
The greatest.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah man.
Very kind words.
Yo, that's a hell of an introduction right now. Ooh, you're in the
That's
hot
like
seat,
giving me
brother.
flowers and I can still smell.
Exactly.
There you go. Hey, here.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Your mentors.
Cheers to that, man.
Here.
Nasema your mentors nani?
By then niliona kwa stories za JR leo akisema finally I've been waiting for this moment for so long. Anacheza na mzee mwenyewe hapo.
Bro,
Ala.
lazima.
Enda kuona kucheza na
Big
wewe.
up DJ JR, man.
Yeah. The funniest thing, and I told him, I actually replied in one of his posts, and I told him about a week ago, a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
I went to where he was playing, but he was done with his set. I was like, Maze, you guys, you've never Maze come to where I'm playing. Man.
Yeah.
You've mentored me, you've done all this, but you've never come where I'm playing.
And
That's like a
finally.
week ago.
And here we are.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be where he's playing. I'm going to
Play with him. Oh,
That's
shout out.
nice. That's
But
amazing, man.
I feel so honored anytime people tell me that, because I don't think I've consciously gone out to mentor anyone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you just find yourself like unajua tunapatana na huyu msee
Na
Joe Flex,
imekuwa.
tuko na yeye, tuko na maybe there are things I said I don't even know that I said them. And then 2-3 years I was in Eldoret the other day and I met a
Gordo,
guy called Big
acha
Ben.
niku hold hapo. Before hiyo ndo story nataka sana.
Ah.
Before we get to that. Hiyo ndio nataka sana.
Save the best for last.
Just
Huh?
save it kidogo.
Show me andika mahali tusisahau. Story
hizi
anymore.
sawa.
Story anymore.
Siwezi. OG, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man.
How's
you
it
know,
going, man?
look at my drip. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Great, man. Great week. And so far, there's a lot of things on the table, you know, as we always do. You know, we got a new workout program coming out. As you know, and I know Tommy's gonna join in. Yeah. Joe Flex is gonna join in. Tuggs is gonna join in.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
If I'm invited, I'll join in.
Hey, listen, of course. All right, DJ Gordo is gonna be in the house. I think
Most definitely.
he to me, you look like a drill sergeant. You look like the guy who's like, "Come on, you maggots, give me a heavy push-up now."
Can I interest you something?
Tell me.
My dad was in the army.
Oh,
So I'm born and brought up in the barracks.
there you go. Aye, sir, yes, sir.
We say
You're not very far from
Yeah, you see, I got it. Come on now.
that's a good one, man.
Yeah, man. What about you, bro?
My week was good, though busy. You know. As usual. Yeah,
This is good.
This is good.
Yep.
No, I'll say productive. Also, don't be busy. Be productive.
Be productive.
It was a productive week. From last time we were here
Right.
to today, 7 days down. I've been good, productive as usual.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent, man.
Itakuwa lazima.
Right.
Lazima.
I'll hold.
Hiyo ni
It's
lazima.
recorded.
There you go.
I'll hold it.
On record.
It's on record.
Lazima. Oh man.
So did you play anywhere or over the weekend or what happened?
Over the weekend, no, I didn't play anywhere over the weekend.
But you're productive.
Yeah. I have been doing. So I have a midweek gig coming up.
Right.
From Wednesday at Bar Exo Runda. So that's where I'll be each and every Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah. So before we plug the gigs, so I've been in meetings and everything. Friday I'll be at Bar 69. So that's where we will be. That's what I've been through. Meetings na kupanga gigs.
Yeah, well, hey, those who know, just go and check my brother out at in Runda. What's the place in Runda?
Bar Exo.
Bar Exo.
And Bar 69.
Bar 69.
Yes, Wednesday Bar
I see
Exo,
what they
Friday.
did there. Bar 69. I see what's going on.
I've known about that bar, but I've never thought what you think. now moving forward, I don't think I'll ever
I've corrupted your mind. That's it. It's like a virus right now.
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Toxic.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Kama kawaida, Century apartment we had an issue.
Oh.
Yeah, because our caretaker's daughter, she was really hurt. Alisikia vibaya sana. She was admitted at a private school in the public toilet. So she was like, have you ever seen a private school?
I would not have thought that's where the story is going. I was waiting. I'm like.
Obviously, toxic stories za jaba. Zinakuwaga juu. So alikuwa anasikia vibaya.
Alikuwa anasikia mbaya juu.
Alikuwa kwao. So alikuwa anasikia vibaya kwao.
Kwa alikuwa anasikia vibaya kwao.
Watu
Nimekuwa.
Shule yao it's a private school but it's a public toilet.
Wow.
Yeah, life must be hard for this chick. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But we thank God.
So why is it your concern?
Sasa hiyo ni story concern ya plot.
Whatever the caretaker goes through,
you go through. Ndio ndio jamaa.
Hiyo ndio unajua sasa
Nyumba 10.
Yeah, hiyo ndio nyumba 10.
Ile ndio zaidi ya 10.
Sio na stories za jaba. Ushasikia za jaba? Za nonsense za jaba.
Inaeleweka.
Yo, tumani house yo iko.
Ako serious mbaya.
Ako serious Aye, but it was fine. I think the highlight is today. I was with my mama. And
Wait.
Okay,
my
my
mom.
my mom.
Oh, your mom, your mother.
Susan.
Yeah.
Big up, mom.
Moshiani.
Yeah, you got to be specific.
Yeah, you have to be specific.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's the most beautiful thing,
Yeah.
When I have a parent, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I have friends who don't got parents, and Maze, I wish there's a share.
The love.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Because it's a beautiful thing.
Awesome, manze.
Strong Maze, ka uko naye Maze usimneglect.
Kabisa.
Yeah, I hear,
Uko
man.
naye through and through, Maze.
Big up to mama.
Hey,
Yeah.
Specific. Usineglect mama.
whatever you do, si hata sijui demu yako, sijui job gani, sijui.
Wajua kuna watu
Hata salamu.
vibaya.
Sasa si lazima M-Pesa.
Actually, but let me say
How you do it.
Wacha ni washock sasa based on what you're saying, and we take it so lightly.
Yeah.
But someone was saying this. You know, like life expectancy is post 70.
Yeah.
If you can get to 80, you're lucky.
it's good.
So let's put it around 75.
Yeah.
So if you have a parent who's like, say, 60, 65, let's go with 60. And let's say they live to the life expectancy, as we've put it here, which is 75.
Yes.
So 15 more years.
Yep.
those guys who say we only go to shags once or twice, that means in a year you see your mom twice. So between now and when your parent passes, if they're going to leave,
you're only going to see them 15 times.
You see them 15 times.
Sadly.
Dude, I've never thought of it that way, man.
You know
when someone say that to me, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm going home now.
Whoa.
It's so serious. Guys take it for granted.
Imagine
if between now and the day that your parent will leave the earth, you'll only get to see them 15 times. Yeah. Because you're like, I'm in town, I'm hustling,
I'm busy.
So you can only go shags once a year.
Man, that's crazy.
that's deep, man.
And when guys
15 times only.
That's it.
Actually, that's crazy. Like you heard of the woman was it in Thika?
Thika, yeah.
Can you imagine? I don't know much of the story, but from the news, she died and she was found 9 months later.
Whoa.
They only found her skeleton.
Actually, the son was a pilot.
And the son is.
Oh,
okay,
man.
it's crazy, guys, man.
So what about the neighbors? Nobody.
No, she kept a really private life.
I see.
When someone gave me those statistics, I was like, wow, God,
that's deep,
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, that's deep, man.
crazy,
So, sorry guys, this turned into an Oprah Winfrey episode.
I'm coming to see you tomorrow, mama.
We got it.
Yeah.
but hey, you guys go.
See your moms, guys. Yeah. We need some tissue here. Why you crying? No, something in my eye. I ain't crying, bro.
But about parents, and you take it for granted. Because
That's true,
like,
man.
by the time your kid turns to a teenage, as a parent, you've already spent 75% of your entire
Yeah.
Because after that, they're in school 4 years, you only see them during the holidays. Kidogo, they've gone to university, you only see them during holidays. Kidogo, they've started
Yeah,
life.
that's true,
And then they
man.
don't see you.
You don't get to see them again.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
imagine by the time you're 35, you're 13, 14 years, you've already spent 75% of the time you'll ever spend with your
With
parents.
each, yeah, that's true.
We take these things for granted.
Bro, we needed you
Yo, I
here,
can't
man.
believe statistics, man. This is
We
crazy.
need to bring him back on that
For real,
exactly.
Good
for
fight
real.
thing,
The
yeah.
parent episode.
Yo.
Actually, you're
we'll
going
try
to
to
come
share.
back and we talk about family plan. I mean, family
Family
Planning on family.
planning on family.
What I try is anytime I'm with someone, even these DJs I mentor or whatever they say I mentor them, I will not just tell you about the music, about the music industry, or I'll tell you about life.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have your life in check, there's no way.
Nothing is more.
There's no way your career is.
Yeah.
It's not affect you at all.
sure.
If you don't have, this side.
There's a balance.
that's true.
There's a balance.
I mean, yeah, you
So you
said
share.
it, man.
You share.
Exactly, because that's the foundation. Your life is a foundation. If the foundation is shaky, everything else is gonna be
And these are things that we take for granted, like that's why I'm like, if someone gives you the statistics, you start looking at those things that you're like, what?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
For someone to tell you you'll only see your parent 15 more times before.
Yeah, it puts it in
That's in
perspective.
15 years. Actually, someone has to know that in 15 years.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of time, in between too.
I'm going
You know
home
what I mean?
so many times. Thanks to you.
You should, man. Yeah.
So many times.
If any parent is going to be visited more because of what I said, then inshallah.
But,
Yes.
less.
The reason for me being here is more.
Less.
Yeah, well done, my friend.
Man,
Well
So
done.
manze, kama uko na ulikuja wale wa kukuja kama ulikuja Nairobi manze ndo usalimie madhi. Hii kitu tusijoke nayo.
Yes.
Go say hi to your parents if they are still alive.
Lazima.
But one thing I always say, one thing I've kept is I have to call my mom on a daily basis.
That's calling. You see, that's one of the biggest problems we have. Nowadays, we talk to
On
people on phone.
And you think you've
And
met
you think
them.
we've met them. you feel like I'm always this guy. I'm always this guy.
Yeah.
But when I realize I've only seen you, this is the second time I'm seeing you this year. So why should I feel like I've only seen you in a whole year? This is the second time. I'm
But you've
seeing
been
you.
talking.
but
So
talking,
because you're talking, we feel like
yes.
And imagine, I mean, you in the same city. You know what I mean? Because now, especially with social media, WhatsApp, IG, messages. Because right now, people say, "Hey, man, I sent you a message." I'm like, "Where?" Exactly. Is it Telegram? Is it freaking WhatsApp? Is it SMS? Is it so many
and
different
by the way,
places?
let me tell you, sometimes the things we also do that. If you ask me, I'd say they're disrespectful in a way. You know, when you feel like, so long as I've sent money, it's okay. So long as I sent money, it's okay. That is someone who raised you, and and this is when they need you the most.
But you just feel like
But
sending money.
so long as you
is
send
good.
money,
Exactly.
you've done whatever you.
Yeah, that's
these people, they need.
Actually,
Let me tell you, my parents, I lost my dad a few years ago, but
R.I.P.
you were so excited to just see me. Like that money, just use it to come.
Just come,
Use it to come.
You don't have to send us money.
You don't have to send. You
use that money.
You being here is more valuable than however much you've ever sent us. So send us money after you've come. And we're used to seeing you. Now send money. Dude. But just sending money, you feel like it's month and I've sent money. It's month and I've sent
crazy.
money. Then December, you can only squeeze like 4 or 5 days, Nini, you're gone, and then you're out. Those people. And you see, the thing is, now we are parents.
Yes.
These things we are doing, they will come back to us. You will be one day retired, you're home, your kid is so busy, you're so busy in town.
Unamwona tu kwa posta.
Mazo unamwona tu kwa posta. Sasa labda amekublutik baadhi, amekublock baadhi usione ma status na ile kwa sababu unajua muda ni mtiaji. So they blocked you, so you can't even see. Maybe wasende wanakuambia manini. They see all this greatness, but they don't see you in person. Your parent is seeing you mase leo Godoko LD, leo Godoko TV, leo Godoko YouTube, ndio watu wanamuongelea, but you never hear.
You never hear.
So let's just. It is because Tomani brought it up.
That's
and also tunaenda kuingia hiyo season iko karibu sana ya.
Watu kwenda home.
Wachana na Christmas bro. Endeni home.
Endeni home.
Wachana
kubeba vitu vingi za nyumbani.
What does it take you to go home? Wase wako sawa, tufiolini wase tunaenda kitest, tunaenda na manga, tutuendeni wapi, let's go for a road trip where.
Yeah, people do road trips and fuel cars but
friends home.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's
That's true.
How about the mizinga that go around the Henny, the 6, 10, 12K? How about like tunaenda kwa kina Gordo sasa?
Exactly.
Next month
bado tutakunywa, hata kama ni
bado tutakunywa
kidogo, mtakunywa tukishatoka.
Kunywa kwa gari.
Tukishatoka. So we say the road trip this time we're not going to na manga, no tunaenda kwa kina Tomani. Tutafanya shopping at 10,000.
Exactly.
10,000. Making home 10,000. I'm able to buy my mom maybe 10 liters chele hapo gunia. 10,000 which huku tunaspending in a night.
That's nothing.
Then we go kama mabese tu. So mother anajua vijana wangu. My mom is so happy anytime my friends pass. Anawajua atawashikia mpaka kuku ni. Just like my friends were here. Then after that hapo homa tuwezi kosa place tunaweza enda tukakunywa tukajibamba.
Yes.
So official. Gordo ameanza kitu inaitwa Operation Visit Mother.
Yes, exactly.
Next month hapo road trip kuna
road trip Mother.
Tunaenda home na flex.
Tunafanya
ka shopping nini kwanza hapo tunatafuta wapi pana bamba hii area.
Actually ni easy. Tukitoka kwetu tunaenda kwa kina Gordo.
Bas, tunazunguka. Sasa hivi sasa wako kota. Wanajua okay unakuwa mabesi zako ni kina nani.
Yeah manzi.
Magaidi fulani.
Sawa. Haya, ana checking hata birthday na jana nini kuna but mabesi madhako anajua mabesi zako wangapi. Wala anajua akikukosa anaweza sema acha nipigie nani. Kama acha nipigie. Kidogo mood tuseme kitu ikakufanyikia huo mama nini. Nani anakuja anajuana tuna madhako anaweza kuja unajua hii ndio inafanyika.
Tomani na watu kijiji watamtafuta pale. Tomani tutamtafuta watu wa kijiji tunajua ni pari tunamjua.
Hii kitu inafanyika. Actually ni wote mshasema ndio weekend. Ilikuwa ni mimi niseme.
Sasa tuambie how was your weekend?
Even tuongelea weekend you guys have been talking about the week. I know my week has been fine. So when you say a week, when did you start so that I know where to start?
The week tunaanza Wednesday last week. Yes.
Wednesday last week nilikuwa Nairobi. Kizunguka na tafuta wajamaa nipema kiki.
Ni ndege.
Hii wiki umekuwa na ndege mara ngapi?
Hii wiki nimepanga na mara moja. Kama wiki inaanza Wednesday. Kama wiki inaanza Wednesday.
So last week ulikuwa na ndege.
Ndege is a mode of transport. It's
not
a measure of richness. Or your this is a mode of transport.
Unless you're on it, unless you're on a G6 or something, you know.
Anyway,
so
Wednesday I was here, Thursday I was here. Friday I had a gig. When was I doing on Friday? Casavera. I had a gig at Casavera.
Yo.
Killed the party as kawaida. Saturday I was going to Eldoret. So you want me to hold the Eldoret story, or you want me to?
I think we should go into Eldoret now.
No,
Because I want to know.
Let's
I
start
want to know
from
what's going on.
Eldoret.
Right?
I think
Yes.
I think whatever happened in Eldoret.
What happened?
Yeah.
Nothing happened in Eldoret and has not happened before.
Oh, okay.
So I've played music in Eldoret for a long time, from about 2014 to around 2017. There,
2014.
school.
2014 nilikuwa nasomea KCSE.
Strong.
Na mimi hapa strong. Wake kutafutia kiti.
Kanajikaza.
Ukiongea ninasimama.
It's a town that I know very well. It's a town I've been there for. I've had so many memories. For some reason, kuna tu msenipatia gig huko for a long time.
Because of Mona?
Maybe siku moja nakam kwa hii podcast. In fact, siku moja kwa hii podcast mlete wazee wanabukia nanga yani watu waambie
Lazima wanakam.
Au ni marketers ama ni
Wanakam.
tunaongea kuhusu directors marketers.
kina wewe sasa. Hizo
Tomani.
Una promoters. Na promoters.
hao watu uko na watu wangapi kwa Instagram?
Tunasikia wanaitwa gatekeepers.
So anyway, I've not been to Eldoret for a long time, but this weekend I was in Eldoret. There's a new club called Vynil's. Big shout out to Roger the DJ.
Yo.
Gave me a gig. I was there with BM Shaxi.
Awesome.
Nilipanda ndege mara mbili.
Boom.
Hii ni kitu. Tulienda Eldoret.
Don't play.
Yeah, I had a good time in Eldoret. I stayed an extra day. I was able to meet a lot of guys. I went to Tibbs' gig at Tamasha.
Shout out Tibbs.
I went to Blaze gig.
Awesome.
These
Shout out
are
Blaze,
guys that
man.
these are guys I used these times that I'm telling you I was playing in a lot. These are guys that are playing.
Yeah.
And now when I walked into Vax, I met so many guys. Big Ben, DJ Blaze, MC Nick. And these guys are telling me, you guys, when you're playing here and you're killing it, we were looking up to you.
Awesome.
And now these are guys who are now basically
They're not
running the
doing- yeah,
industry.
they're running the
you know.
industry, yeah.
And I'm like I told you earlier, I don't think I've ever set out to intentionally mentor someone or what, you know. So when guys are coming with all these stories, and I'm like, wow.
You
I mean,
had
I
no
was just-
idea.
I was just telling you something that I know.
Yeah.
You know, I was just sharing this or just, you get, it's not like it's intentional now, I want to mentor this guy or I want to do this for this guy.
Yeah.
You just meet guys, you have normal
It's a
conversations
normal
like you're
conversation.
having.
Yes.
You know, like maybe today, 5 years from now, you'll tell me, Gordo, that thing you said about, you know, our parents changed my life. And you know,
Exactly.
when I said it, I was just, it's a random fact that I've come across. So I met so many guys and I felt so good.
Yeah.
These guys welcomed me, Vax 1000, they welcomed me, like, you know,
Awesome.
all the pomp, and I was just a guy who's just passing. You know, you're gonna pitia too.
Yeah.
We mdozi, we nini wale mademu wa mataa.
Wamekuja.
Wow. Okay, they gave me flowers.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
So that's when I came that Sunday. Then I had to run to Kisumu. Those who know I live in Kisumu.
Yes.
I had to run to Kisumu, and then that's Monday, and I was like, Tomani, are we on tomorrow? He's like, yeah, tomorrow. And I'm like, shit, I have to leave again. Yeah, so I came here, and by the way, I came here and I got here before this, guys. I left Kisumu and I got to the studio.
Months left from
yeah.
so
Before
much.
these two.
Nairobi
Before
traffic.
it's okay, sorry, Paul, sorry, Nairobi traffic.
Yeah, but that's my week.
But that's my
I was
guy.
able to actually secure another gig in LD. I'll tell you guys it's
Hello.
coming.
Hey, all right. Shout
It's
out.
productivity. You say this? Not
Productivity.
busy.
No, don't
Not
be busy.
busy.
Be productive.
Productive,
Be
yeah.
productive. You
That's
know?
right.
So big shout out Eldoret. I love you guys. I'll be back.
Awesome, man. I think Eldoret imekuwa party spot.
Bro.
Hatari.
This is the hot spot right now, right?
Yes, Eldoret. I think Eldoret is the
Yo.
biggest. What do you think about
Right.
that? Huh?
You see, Eldoret, number one, student population in Eldoret right now is between 70 and 100,000.
Yeah.
Like almost every university has a main campus there.
Yes.
Like a main campus.
Yeah.
So there's like a million students. And you know, guys would think, oh, but they don't have money. Then they bring a lot of money to the ecosystem.
Yes.
If 100,000, if let's say 50,000, if 50,000 people were just, you're poor dear, you guys start living here. Even if those guys are, you know, they have to live somewhere. They have to live. They have to eat. There's a mode of transport. There's what they wanavaa nguo, wana nini,
Wanahitaji
M-Pesa,
wababa.
nini. You know, so they bring a lot of money to the ecosystem. Then Eldoret, of course, as well is not really known for guys who are employed. What kuna mabiz, what kuna mashamba huko nini. So there's a lot of money that circulates in Eldoret. Now ukiongeza all this party goers. So Eldoret is lit.
Hey, cause manze,
Eldoret is
Eldoret imekam na wave, you know. Tamasha, we had...
let me tell you something. Eldoret has always been like this. It's just you guys, you Nairobi guys.
Tuliamua kustick.
Mulikuwa mnadharau mashinani. That's even when I started going to Eldoret, almost 10 years ago.
Yes. Which was the biggest club? Maybe 10 years ago?
Signature was the biggest.
Signature, man.
So I was doing Signature in Eldoret and I'm doing Signature in Kisumu. And then Signature came in Kakamega. That's how I actually moved. I started my career here. Yeah, I'm memes on Nairobi by the way.
Which year was that? Like, when did you start?
We'll come back to when I started.
Okay.
I'm just like, when did I start going to... Because I started going to Eldoret like 10 years ago.
Wow.
You get... Signature was very big.
Yes.
You get... There are not so many clubs back there because so many guys like you guys are not thinking I can invest to something that
tunakwamia
but the
Nairobi.
numbers were there nini na sherehe ilikuwa na Monday to because December wasa wamefunga chuo wanakam Nairobi. Wasenye wanawake Nairobi wameenda Ocha. So sherehe iko January wanarudi job Nairobi. Wale wanarudi wanaingia. So January mmekauka huku sisi tunapiga sherehe. Serious. Tuko sherehe mbaya. Baka guys were like, okay. He plays, you know, and I bought a camera. I remember buying a camera and I started documenting it. So guys started seeing and guys started developing interest.
Yes.
You get, and then now the rest of the world is catching up.
Yeah.
So guys are feeling like now I can invest a big club in Kisumu. Signature was the biggest club in Kisumu for almost 10 years.
Yes.
You know, but now kina da place imekuja, you know, kina Black Pearl,
wakaenda.
So saizi guys are seeing benefits of, you know, investing there.
Yes.
That's why munafikiria it's popping now. Because you have investors who've decided ile place hata kama ni Ocha.
Kuna mado.
Hata kama ni Ocha kuna mado, kuna nini, kuna sherehe na kuna sherehe ya kawaida. You know, one of the first times when I used to go there, I think guys were thinking, jamaa anaenda kucheza ushago. You will find guys, you know, it's like you're going to the village. You know. But nikianza kuweka mapicha na nini, guys are thinking, what? Because most of those guys also they are students that come from Nairobi. You guys are you know guys evolution what wameenda kwa huko and all. So I'm feeling like the rest of the world is catching. And that's why siku hizi utasikia kuna zero nini, sijui kuna wapi. Like, almost every town has a massive club. Because guys decided to now invest.
Venture out.
So Eldoret has always been lit.
Because me crazy. Actually there was one time I went to Eldoret just to do my rounds and look at the nightlife. I kid you not, I went into 17 clubs.
Bombo.
And I was like, you guys, I don't know what that street is. There's a street with clubs. And I was like, wait.
Now just like Nairobi.
Yeah, just like Nairobi.
But I'm saying now, just like Nairobi, partying is no longer in town.
Yes.
So, you know, like the Uganda roads, the Kisumu roads, the Nairobi roads, the Matamasha, Mavax, na nini, they've taken the clubs out of town. Same way to hapa hivi, wase wameingia Malangata road, Mombasa road, nini. So town is basically dead. The same thing is happening in Eldoret.
Yes. Oh, okay.
And also now there's investment opportunities. People see the opportunity to invest.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them. A long time ago, guys didn't think you could invest because it looked like, you know, that's a village. You
right.
invest there, yeah. But guys have realized I can invest there. And the good thing, shelf life here out of town is longer.
It's longer.
Yeah.
Upper, if you have a club that has not run for 2 years,
Yeah.
it's not right.
Yeah. That's it. Because people are fickle in town, right? In Nairobi.
For 10 years.
10 years, man.
Man,
That's crazy.
Yeah. So there, you know, you can open a club and it can run for a while.
Right.
You get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the secrets.
Awesome.
And also, I guess also now because of social media, people have access. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're looking at IG. They see a club in freaking Dubai, and they compare. It was like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Same thing.
And I was like, I don't have to go to Dubai to have a good time. You know, I can go to Eldoret.
Yes.
Same, even better experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And even infrastructure. Infrastructure is one of the things that also helped. You know, the road to Kisumu. You can drive to Kisumu size. It's
Quick.
Flights became cheaper. So it's really the country is really opened up.
It's opened up.
You can no longer say like it's no longer at you're in Nairobi or you're a big deal. You could be a big deal. You could do all these things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why DJs are crisscrossing the whole country.
You have to.
Kitambo for a DJ to play in Eldoret or in Kisumu, even Mombasa.
Yeah.
Mombasa, you get DJs going a lot because of the festives and all. But these are the towns, Nyeri, whatnot. It had to be an EBL gig.
Exactly.
Like a DJ huko.
Yeah.
That is the only way DJs are going.
Yes.
Not just that your club has called a DJ to Leo to just randomly it's this club. It calls a DJ and can afford that DJ and
Yes.
pays for a DJ to come.
That's awesome. Yeah. The world is opening up.
It's opening up, man, and you know, this brings us to the question at hand. Our guest of honor, DJ Gordo.
Yeah.
Now, you, without even knowing it, you've basically mentored a lot of guys. You didn't even actually think you were mentoring these guys, right? You I guess, with your ability to connect with people instantly, yes. Just like when you walked in here today, boom, we started the conversation. It's like we've known each other forever. Yeah. And I think that's amazing that you're able to, again, get your knowledge and you're not stingy with it. You just, boom, share it. All right, I have this knowledge, whatever, boom, here. You want it? Take it, because knowledge is meant to be shared.
My mother is a teacher.
See, there you go. So right there, again, they instilled good values in you. You're able to share these things and share with the younger, you know, up and coming DJs and stuff like that. So let's take us to your journey. When did you start DJing? How did you get into the whole business of DJing?
Good. Now, before I tell you how, this is the point that you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to drop another gem. I'll tell you. Because I've done production, and we spoke about production.
Right.
One of the things I learned during production is to master something better, teach it.
Yeah.
I agree. 1,000%.
Master something, teach it.
Mm.
Try to teach someone something. You will know it.
Actually, you'll learn in the process. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
They'll even ask you more questions than you have. And if you need to, you will research about it, and so you will know about something.
Yes.
That's why I'm never really afraid of sharing.
Yeah.
So now when you ask me, when did I start? What do you consider starting?
The first time you get behind the decks and you realize, okay, this is something I need to do. I don't know what the hell's going on. There were two, whether they were vinyl or CDJs. There's a mixer, whether it was a Rain, whether it was a Pioneer mixer, you figured it out. What was that first day?
First day, it started in my head.
Oh, snap.
I didn't start with the actual.
You didn't have a setup at home.
Yeah, that thing you're listening to DJs play and you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? How is this guy doing that? You get. I've always loved music.
Right.
My late father was just a music runs in our family. I have cousins who are DJs actually. I have cousins who are DJs long before me.
Wow.
Oh, why?
I've learned about it. I'm the most famous.
Oh. Hey, there you go. Yeah, come on, you gotta drop it.
I'm probably the one who put this thing actually on the map, but we come from a lineage that we love music.
Yeah. Right.
Basically, in our family, we love music. So my dad had so many cassettes and all that. This is a cliche story, but it's true, you know. And I loved music. And I've always loved music.
Yeah.
So, in high school, just before I was done with my high school, Homeboys used to play at Capitol. Yes, it was called Capitol Night In. Yes, with the Homeboys. Capitol Night In with the Homeboys. And you're like, fuck. So we had this radio, guys snuck in to school with a radio and all that. And
What year was this?
This is 1999. I did my Were you guys born?
He wasn't born.
No, I was existing.
I did
in
my
father's
I'm 41 years old.
Yo.
Yeah.
Wow.
When we tell you he's the OG of this industry, man.
I know, I'm not.
I'm telling you,
man.
bro. Come on now.
Pina is more than 10 years older than me. Cariz, you know, all these guys. These guys are still playing.
Now, these guys are your OGs.
Yeah, you
are our OG.
Anytime ulikuwa na DJ, mazoea yenyewe ilikuwa kama complimentary.
No, okay, each time I say to a DJ, this is now high school. And I'm listening to music and something struck me with these guys. Because I always loved music. But it is the way one song was, you know, that 20 seconds when you're mixing, those 16 bars, 32 bars, that was the most exciting bit. It's not being about the whole song. Yeah, I loved music, yes. But then this transition,
how does that go?
this now became the most exciting bit. And I remember even after high school and I started going out and all that, I was like, anytime DJ anaanza ku mix, that's the highlight. You know, when now another song is coming. That's the highlight.
Hiyo inakuja.
Hii kisha ingia sawa nangojea next. And I'll be so keen and I'm like, and the moment they scratch them or whatever they do and they play that first song, like, the moment that I dropped you beat ya kwanza, I'm like, and I was so fascinated and I started like, I want to know what this guy is doing. So post high school and then Pinye had a show. Pinye had a show at Nation FM with Maina Kakeni. It was called Dance Force. Pinye's Dance Force. Pilsner. It was sponsored by Pilsner.
Yes.
I remember because these are things that changed my life.
Yes.
They shaped my life. So I was like, damn. You know, actually, I used to try and call the station. You know, watu wanapiganga simu na Waluya.
So this was Nation or
Nation. This is Nation. This is now Nation. Pinye was like this guy. This guy,
man.
Yeah.
But now this, you know, I'm brought up so strictly. Mi sikuwahi kutoroka shule. Hizo you guys were escaping since with my jam session, no? No, kwa nyumba misizo nyangu. Not happening. So, Pinye, now I'm listening to Pinye on radio. So this is the first time that I'm actually getting to listen to Pinye on radio, you get, because before that I could hear about him, used to see him, unajua kwa magazeti, and I'm like, this guy, there's a mystery about this guy. Homeboys was still there, and the show was still there, you get, but now there's this Pinye, and I'm like, these guys are amazing, man. I used to call, and what I wanted was this, can I just come and just sit there and just watch? Because I want to know what's happening.
Yes.
You know, when I hear jiggy jiggy, you know, like I know this song, but I just making a jiggy jiggy, and you know, and I'm like, I remember one of the highlights, and I love this song to date, Rough Riders Anthem. I was listening, Homeboys were playing. I don't know if it was John, because this Homeboys,
DJ John.
John was actually a baby in that group, I think.
Yes.
Kina Edu was there, Kina Pete. And these are guys I came to meet later.
Yes.
You know, right now I'm talking like I knew them there. I didn't know them, but I knew those home, but I didn't even know the DJs. But there was a mix, and this guy was, you know, scratching the way that the Rough Riders was like, ten, 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 so the ten, ten, jiggy, ten, ten.
What is happening?
I need to see this. Like, you know, you're listening already, and you're like, no, I need to know. How is this thing? How is it happening?
Yeah.
Please, like, I'll call, I'm not embarrassed. I'll call the radio station. I'm like, you know, if you can just grant me that. Nataka tu kujua. Yeah. Anyway. So that was that. And then I started going out. Yeah, I started going out in 2000. Carnival was the shit. And Carnival now had partnered with Nation FM. Remember I told you, Nation FM was actually very new.
Yes.
I don't know if it was the year that they started. This is 2000. I don't know if it's the year that they started, but Nation was very new.
Shit.
Yes, and Nation partnered with Carnival.
Okay.
Every Friday, they had a show called Groove 2000. So Groove 2000 would be, you see what this thing exclusive does?
Yes.
That you go live on radio from the club. Yeah, so they'd have that show, and then from a certain time they'd go live. So if I'm not on that, if I don't get him,
Choma.
Anyway, so I'd go with my cousin. It's called Ronald. We call him Master. Ronald this is where my partner in crime. It's my we used to go out and go groove to the Groove 2000. I used to go almost every Friday. Like I'm not going out any other day, but Friday. And then Carnival, guys used to pay from 9 p.m. Guys would pay.
Okay.
There's a
Cover charge.
Yeah. And we know we don't have money. We're not. That's why I respect even campus guys to date and anything.
Yes.
Because I know I was there. So I can't look at the Yase Wanado. I was there. And they'll have money. I keep telling them, don't worry, you will have money someday.
Yes.
So what we used to do, I my dad, I told my dad was in the army, so we stayed at DOD. Probably DOD tunaweza shika bia mbili at least it's affordable.
Haina tax.
Unapiga papa also this is when you're getting into alcohol, so we also don't know much. You know, right now we can sit and drink slowly.
Yeah.
You know, young guys, like you get it and you and then we take a matatu Hurlingham to Tao to Carnival. Hapo Bari Langata hapo ndio matatu inatushukishia. Tunapiga Kalesa
Haikuwa na Carnival.
Tunafika 8:45. Tuko kwa mlango so that we avoid the 9 p.m. capture.
Nice.
We don't have the money, so we time ourselves. You know, we leave this time, we'll get here this time. 8:45 we're getting in. 9 p.m. they start playing music. Pole. And this is the first time now that I saw a DJ live. It's the first time I saw a DJ live. And you can't believe this is DJ. It's called DJ Ben.
Yo, Ben.
Ben!
Wait.
Ben, if you can remember Ben.
Yeah.
Is he still playing today?
Ben still plays.
I think I've gone for one of his nights at Under the Radar.
Yeah. Ben
He's the
now
same
plays.
Ben?
Yeah.
Man, that guy is
Ben.
good.
Ben.
2000.
Good.
This is 2000.
This is 2000.
Dude.
2000.
So yeah, alikuwa DJ kufungua by the way.
Yeah.
But he was
But,
a resident DJ at
Millennium.
But
I remember.
as a DJ.
You know, him putting a turntable there and I'm like, I just used to stay next to the DJ booth. Yes. So I look at what the DJ is doing and I'm at the dance floor the whole night. These guys used to sell keg, but by then it was called Picha.
Hello. Tulikuwa na kazi na fancy anyway.
Inaitwa Picha. Picha inaitwa keg. Kijagi kimoja. So tunabai kijagi kimoja. Mimi nawacha master nichome. Hata niambie nichome. So kama unidanganya. So we get one and glasses, because alcohol was not a thing.
Yeah.
Us guys were all about the music. You get, but we don't want to be called idlers. So at least we buy one.
Setting.
Setting too. Then we would dance. We would rap along to songs. You know, when a song is coming, I'm like, you do verse 1, I'll do verse 2.
Hello.
Kidogo hata nikuwe mwimbaji. There's a guy called Delicious. We grew up with him.
Delicious.
Him, he became a musician.
He did his thing.
Yeah. So, like, we would rap and all that, and I'd have a good time.
Yeah.
In the morning, we'd wait. Unajua mpaka zile asubuhi zile gari zimeanza.
Lazima.
And we go home. And we're fine. And that was me for a very long time. If not, I'll be listening to it on radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they would go live.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Nation FM, big shout out to Carnival. That thing, I think Exclusive is doing now. You guys did it, man. This is
That's a
inspiration, man. I mean, look. So you started, basically, your first experience seeing a live DJ was in 2000.
In 2000. Yes.
Wow. So at this point, you've never even touched.
Never even seen.
Never even seen anything.
Touching.
Radio.
Touch where? Touch where? That's what I'm seeing.
Damn.
The thing is this, and Carnival had a DJ open like this.
Right.
Most of the other places, the DJ was locked up somewhere.
You wouldn't see them, right?
You go to K1, K2, kuna mabamboo. You know, they're like, the DJs behind there, but kuna mabamboo.
You just can see the DJ.
So you could see, but you know, so
No access.
I don't know why. Yeah, you couldn't have access. This is the first time I was seeing a DJ.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so fast forward 2001, I go to campus. Eldoret again. That's not like I have. Don't mix me with Eldoret. 2001. That's 20 plus years ago.
LD.
Yeah, and we start partying Eldoret, and that's what I'm telling you.
That's why you went to campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which campus was this?
Moi University.
Moi.
Shout out to
Moi.
Moi.
So I've been there for I've been in Eldoret, but Eldoret is it's just
Special place in your heart.
Anyway, let's skip that. Campus by the year became a campus DJ.
So you went to school, or you learned from Maninja?
School where?
You learned from where?
School where? The first
I
school
don't
I
think
think was
even-
Homeboys.
There was no DJ
yeah?
school at that
There was
time.
no DJ school. You would learn from friends. You know, that's why guys would like. You are a DJ. I started hanging out with you.
Yeah.
So when you go, you know,
Right.
your stuff.
They want to take a break, then he jumps on the decks and
or
stuff.
if those guys who know each other and then you'd go to each other's houses. Now the biggest problem with that for me was I was born and brought up in Gilgil, very proud. Gilgil, because of the barracks, that's where my dad is. So coming to Nairobi, I was in my Forces Academy, same school with Joe by the way, and DJ Space. Fortunately, DJ Space was my roommate in high school.
Are you serious? Oh, that's a good one, man.
Okay,
That's a good one, man.
I'll come to him.
Right.
So,
You said Joe?
Joe, yeah.
Joe was
years behind me.
Ah.
But we were using more forces. And there's DJ Zoom. Zoom was also
So Zoom, unatupigia show ya watu watatu. Joe Space na wewe.
Na kuna Zoom. Zoom alikuwa DJ wa one of the biggest rock DJs in Kenya before I took over.
Okay.
Rock.
Yes.
Then to do rock too.
Yeah, he was the rock guru.
Then he went to Australia and decided doing other things. Yeah. But the reason I'm telling you about high school is because I come to high school and this is my first experience with Nairobi.
The high school is
Moi Forces.
Yes.
So this is my first experience na watu wa Nairobi sana. Unajua like I'd meet my cousins tukikuja huko nini, but you know plenty Oburu, Langata, hizo siku hizo kwa maestro sijui nini, mababi, you what. You know and sort of the whole of my high school I never did anything music.
Wow.
Nothing. I was the school goalkeeper for karibu 4 years, man. And I'm a serious soccer player. So when you see me commenting about football,
Team yako ni gani? Be careful.
Tutadivert hapa tusema.
Watu wa mpira ukiingiza kwa mpira bro.
Anza kwa sana bro.
Hii interview inaweza isha hapa. But
I didn't grow up in Nairobi. So when I came here, there was that sort of an I don't want to say I was intimidated.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to say I was intimidated, but I kind of felt like, you know, there are guys who felt like they might ask guys kuwa shida.
Oh yeah.
Na unajua ball inakonga ya watu wote. So I was very comfortable playing music.
Yes.
Hizo ma drama festival, ma music festival na nini. When I started DJing actually, most of my high school guys were like, how? We never saw this guy. Like this guy is a goalkeeper.
He's a goalkeeper.
It's because of that thing. You know, hata vitu za ngoma, mafunky, unajua ni watu wa Buru wanaenda, watu wa Langata, watu wa Lili, watu wa Gilgil maze. Hizo wa Gilgil wewe unajipataje kwa hizo mavitu? So there's no way I was going to go.
So you had no street cred.
Gilgil is like 120 kilometers from here.
Right, so you were shags and stuff.
Yeah, so these guys from Nairobi used to make us feel like, you guys don't know. Damn, you know.
Yeah.
Then, you know, by then, KTN, nini, ndio ziko, huko Gilgil, mazisi ni watu wa KBC tu. Anyway, so, this thing affected me pia because when I in campus I was a DJ, doing my bash, nini, you know. I remember I even played like one of the Miss Moi. Oh yeah, Miss Moi. I don't know. This is a guy. This guy now works in Gava. The guy who gave me that. I'll not say
the gig.
Yeah, but he's now a very senior guy in Gava.
Important.
Important
person.
Mr. Wakahio.
Yeah,
VIP. I didn't even care, but I didn't even know guys are paid for that.
Mr. Who?
Wakahio.
Yes.
Hello.
I didn't even know that guys are paid for that.
So wait, so that was your first paid gig?
Paid. I didn't know people get paid.
You thought it was for fun.
Where you're the campus guy. This guy anachezanga kwa mabash za campus. This guy plays. You can just come here and play. But it was some funny decks. But you know the concept is the same.
Right.
I did that with my late friend. It's called Abdi Rizak. He's also in campus, and I realized, hey, he also like DJing, and we became friends like that. Anyway, fast forward to after school.
How much are you paid? Sorry.
I was not paid. I didn't know people get paid. I didn't
know people get to campo akaambiwa cheze ngoma.
Campo tunacheza ngoma kwa mabash.
Sicheze bro.
Sasa ni Miss Campo imekuja ukaambia wewe ni DJ mnoma. Kam.
Mambo ugiligi.
Yako exposure moja hatari.
Hata utaipa juu exposure. Hakuna brand anabii.
Watu wanajua brand.
Watu wanajua exposure.
Mimi nana kucheza mzee anabambika. Now you know everyone is your fan because one was choose. So ni Miss Campo. Like I didn't even that's something I didn't know honestly that people get paid. In fact by then I didn't even after what were homeboys I never imagined that they're being paid. Money. I never thought about it.
So wait, you thought it was just for fun?
Yeah, he thought
I didn't even think it's for fun. I just thought these guys are doing it
just do it.
Crazy thing.
Yeah.
Because it's duty. I didn't even think it is work.
Wow.
I don't know. That never crossed my mind.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I did that and went on and I was happy. So
ngoja uliwa hiyo gig.
Kampo.
Mazemi hakuna gigs sijaiua. Hakuna gigs sijaiua.
Hello.
Don't libambanya vitu zangu because I didn't know the first time I touched those things. Ni bambanya but ilibamba.
Yeah.
Then Ojo Miss Campo is like you're playing this song.
Exactly.
Aina nini mob. Anyway, that's my campus experience. So I'm still in the music. Around this time, I started collecting music.
Yes.
Because I wrote my first CD, and the world is a cycle, and I keep telling guys, do not ever, don't trap people the wrong way. You don't know where you're doing.
Yeah, true.
I remember in 2000 when I was walking the streets, 2001, I was walking the streets of Nairobi, naona CD writing. CD writing. You watu hii mnapotaka ngoma kwa simu.
Na mimi naweza jitetea.
So like I'm walking in town and I'm seeing guys advertising CD writing. I think it was 100 or 200 bob. Blank CD. I'm like, You know, master, my cousin, I told you was my partner in crime for the longest. The sister, my cousin, also is in America, so they sent a Discman. Insert Discman here. When you do the
toxic,
you insert Discman here, so they get an idea what you're doing.
Hell yeah.
And we had like a few CDs, some few original CDs. So when I saw writing CDs, I was like, this is impossible. Like you can actually,
people can actually
do
it.
So I started doing my kidogo research. There, I remember kulikuwa na Ibrahim's mali niko age.
Oh yeah.
Kulikuwa na Ibrahim's mali.
Iko hapa kando.
Iko bado?
Ilifungwa ama sijui iko. I think iko ilikuwa hivyo.
I remember I bought my first 2 blank CDs. It's called Imation. Changa nini nikasika. I still don't believe that it's possible that someone can actually write a CD. I didn't think it's possible. So I bought Imation CDs. Nikakaka nazo so nazunguka kwa CD writing nini. Then one day nikapita hapo Sonalax House. Kuna bainato hapo juu scratcher na sijui nini.
Iko pale juu yeah.
Haikuanga uko na babo.
Haikukua.
So I passed there. I saw CD writing. 5th floor. Mimi nani? Na imani yangu tu. Nikaenda kwanza research. Write CDs nini. Ni how much? Wakaniambia I think it was also 100 bob. So like if I come with a CD and the guy was dissing me, hey, he's like, so I went back and I made a list. Now this list I made by listening to DJs, Akina John, So what I used to do is if he plays this song, I write it here. The next song I write it on this side. The next song I write it on this side and this side. So I know in my mind, this one can mix with this one, this one can mix with this one, and this one can mix with this one. That's what I want to be like. It started in my head. That's why I'm like, when did I start? I always started in my head.
I'm gonna blend this goma with this one and then this one.
So that's what I used to do.
Yes.
So nilikuwa na list moja. Elaborate. Waliniambia inaweza tosha ngoma 18 ama 20 plus CDs. So I came with a list. Ukona easy. Because I don't even believe he has them. Because I'm like, even this concept I still don't believe. He took the list. Ziko zote. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So unaweza ni write nimekaa na mablank. Zile blank. Umezimesha zangu mbili.
Niko nimejipack.
Nimejitoa. So kaza kuandika. So I noticed so many guys are coming there. Now later on, because I came there a couple of times, mpaka nikaanza kujuana nao. Yani God works in an amazing way, because apparently this Sonalax place is where almost every DJ then was writing music. So everyone was coming. I don't know them.
Yes.
But kumbe kila mtu alikuwa anakuja hapo. So you is seeing so many guys. Kumbe sasa wale wasi ni wako kwa game. I don't know wale wasi wana rules sahi. So guys are coming, but mimi na come too as my. Na come tu kama mimi yangu naandika masidi zangu hapo nini. Unajua? This guy kwanza ni wacha kwetu. Nikakuja tukajua. Big shout out to Nick Styles. Nick Styles, you're the first. You're the guy who burnt me my first 2 CDs.
Yeah, give it up.
10 years later, Nick Styles took me to South Sudan for my first gig.
No way.
Keep your networks, man.
Keep your networks.
Keep your
don't
networks.
burn bridges.
Yeah.
And by the way, I worked with Nick Styles' brother. I think I'll get to that.
Yeah.
You get? So anyway, this is right before campus. You get? The reason why I came to this is these guys became my guys.
Yes.
You know, they became my guys. So now when I went to campus, God again working in mysterious ways, there's this guy called Kurgat. Kurgat now is a very senior guy pale Kericho County. Usually pewa my interview hapo nini. Kurgat, Kurji, my guy. I said I have to give you a shout out. Kurji, I think alikuwa cool kid. You only buy computer, man. Computer
Sasa yuko na
Kurji wale computer.
Bado uko na animation zako.
Mimi niko by then nilikuwa na sidika 7. Sasa nilikuwa nishajua.
Library inapanda.
Nakwambia hizo ni mbili ziko majam. Mimi hakuna DJ anaweza shinda kucheza majam za 2002
Party.
Nilikuwa Sasa kutoka hapo nikaanza kuandika za raga pia. Ndio naandika hivyo za soul mbili. Soul ndio nilibambanya, sikuwa nasijua. Nilibambanya. Nikakuwa na CD kama 7 hivi about. But now in campus, sibi ni DJ wa campo, but DJ hatuna muziki. Yeah. Kurjeme amekam na akabai computer. Yes. Insert zile za nini hapo image so that they understand. You can't visually insert that
for Gen Z. We will sort you out.
Desktop.
Kuji has the laptop, but he doesn't know where to get the music. Laptop kwa nakuja na nia kuban ma CD. Sasa nishakuwa kujua kuban ma CD, nishajua.
CD writing.
So like every time I come to Nairobi, and sorry to all the artists who pirated your music, but I mean,
you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
So when I come back, mimi huyo sona lax. Niko nishajua mpaka kuna vile unaweza andika audio, unaweza andika MP3. So I'd come and I'd tell like Nick, you guy, niandikie MP3. Mimi ngoma za Kenya, ngoma za moja ya ngoma za Kenya, moja majam, moja. Then Kurji alikuwa na mado, amenituma kama ile imesho sasa 100 pieces. Kaka kitu kingine kaka plastic. Yeah. Image insert.
Lazima ukatwist Steve ndio
ukatwist Steve ukafungua then it has like 100 blanks in this. So na kama nikiingia kampo bana ni kama msi ameleta sijui nini. Watu wanakungojea.
So wewe ulikuwa YouTube
so hiyo tifika ni load kwa machine ya Kurji. Ndio hizo MP3 load kwa machine ya Kurji. So anyone who wants music would go to Gordo. You get to
yeah.
But Gordo is the one who brought the music. So Gordo would write the music for free.
He's still not charging?
No, like computer ni yake. Me have come with music. He would charge guys. Anyone else who comes to write music, because he has the blank and now he has the music, he would charge guys. But he can't charge me because I'm the one who's coming with the music. Me no supply. So hapo nilikuwa na band. Sasa hapo nikaban ma CD mob because it is cheaper for me. So nikaban. And then I used to know them like my babies. Utanitisha ngoma sahi. Nikamwambia unataka ngoma nani? CD number 36, track number 4.
Wait.
Like I used to know them like that. Those are my babies. Guys who are in couple with me, they'll tell you. Like this guy used to know his shit. Like,
that was a good one.
yes, make sure you start that one. Yeah, exactly, that one. Wait. So I'd go with a bundle of 100 and so he'd make some money by selling to guys, and he's writing for guys. I'd make a so I collected a lot of CDs. Yeah. That by the time I'm coming now to get into the professional one, I already had like over 50 CDs, which is unheard of. Yeah. Most guys, when they're starting, you're starting from zero. Now, how I started to get into the professional is one day, I'm a guy from Gilgil. Remember? I stayed in DOD. By then, my dad was not here. So a guy we grew up with is called Dennis Kikwai. Big shout out Dennis Kikwai. Was like, you guy. He was working at the airport. Shops are duty free. By the way, a long time ago, working at the airport was a big deal. Airport was a very big deal. I don't know.
Leave alone working. Going to the airport
was a big deal.
What are you going to do in the
Okay, so I think he worked at one of the shops huko kwa nini. But see unajua tu he works at the airport.
Yes.
So Dennis Gilkwa is like organized with my bros nini. You guys are in Nairobi nini? I'm in Nairobi. Can we meet?
Yes.
You're like Gilgil guys now. You want to meet in Nairobi at least? We can meet nini. We can have a drink.
Yeah.
So we meet at a club called Polo. Polo was actually at a place called Development House. Development House is opposite Afya Center.
Yes.
Let me say something there. Afya Center,
Afya Center. Ndio tumejua.
Opposite Afya Center, there was a place called Polo. Polo Pub and Restaurant. So we get there mapema nini he comes. Nikuwa msewa pills na hiyo time. Kijana baro mbasa. So we there to kunywa mapills na zetu nini. We went slightly early, so around 4ish nini. So by 5:30 hivi, DJ akaingia. I didn't even know there's a DJ.
Yes.
DJ akaingia. And then, unlike kitambo hizo where DJs were like in places you can't see them. DJ ndo kwa counter.
Dude.
Jesus, I was feeling like I'm in heaven. Yale hizo stories za Dennis Gilkwa sasa hata zinibambi. Just concentrating too pale.
Yeah.
Then I noticed he had his guy hapo. So I was like, DJ nicheze hii. So you know I already know. So najua mpaka najua hii ngoma inaingianga na hii because I've always najuanga hii inaingianga na hii from listening to a lot of DJs.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, hey, so be DJ nicheze hii. So be DJ nicheze hii. So be DJ nicheze hii. So it go record yangu inachezwa nasikia.
Nice.
So it was time for this guy to go. Me I told my bro me I'm not going. Dennis alikuwa anaenda si yako job kesho. Mimi siendi. Mimi nataka kukaa hapa. So I moved closer.
Yeah.
Kako counter. DJ sasa tuko one on one. Sasa situme mtu. Ana kwa ana. Namuona hapo na chikili anafanya. Akika ngoma plays a song that I know. I'm like sicheze hii. Like I suggest the next song. And I suggest the next song. And I suggest the next song. So this guy looked at me and was like, "Are you a DJ?" I was like, "No." "Are you sure?" It's like, "No, I love this thing." I just love it. I'm like, "So why don't you become a DJ?" So I'm like, "Oh, how do I start?" So I want to be a DJ. Where do I go? What do I like? I remember I told you again, Nairobi is not really my thing. When I'm in Nairobi, my dad staying at DUD. Our home is still in Gilgil. Yeah. My cousin stays up Kibira. So like these guys I hang out with and nini. I still don't know DJs. I don't know, I personally don't know DJs. So I don't know how. So I can be miss you as answer. You know what that guy told me? Kuja hapa.
Yo.
Start coming here. It's like I'm here nini. So now in the interactions and all that nini, I told him I've collected music, like I love music, I've played kwa computer nini. It's like come here. I'm here every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes.
Wow.
Kesho yake mapema, my friend. So you see the way I was here early. He used to find me there. The guy would come there and he found me there. I'm already there and I came with my CDs.
Nice.
Set.
So he starts playing and he's playing and he's playing and he's playing and he's playing. I'm there. So all these questions that I've always had, now I had someone I could ask.
Yes.
Remember when I wanted to go on radio and just watch these guys?
Yeah.
Now I have someone.
Now you're there.
And because I know them, Ben, I couldn't because you need DJ to wakani. But at least this guy is friendly, we've spoken, he's asked me to come here, so I feel like I can answer. Unajuangaje ndio ngoma ufinye hivi naanza hapo nini? Akaambia kuna kukiu, nafanya hivi. Machine bado ilikuwa ingine, ilikuwa I think it was a Gemini, I must be some funny machine. And even though on a queue. Then I was like, one thing that I really wanted to know. I used to do it by default because of listening to music.
Yes.
You see the way you start the next song on the chorus or on the bridge.
Yes.
And then zinaingia na hii chorus inaisha na ngoma ingine inaanza. I used to do it but by default because of listening.
Yes.
But I didn't know. So he told me kuna vile una count beat. Hii ngoma inaweza kuwa 8 beat, inaweza kuwa 16, inakuwa so kama hii chorus yake ni 32 bit na hii inaanza na 32, ukianzanisha hapa 32 na 32 zinaingia. Kama ni 16, you will do 16 and then you do 16 again. So utaianzisha mara mbili ama utangojea. I used to think these guys are geniuses.
Yes.
These guys are, it's like before I learned about driving, I used to think guys who come to the roundabout are geniuses. Unakaa mimi tu unasimama mimi anaenda yani
Naambiani.
I didn't know there was a rule, you know, like I was like this no way. How is this just coming? Alafu wale anasimama huyu anaenda.
Yani wakiongea au sio wanapata flow tu
Okay, where's your mom?
You try to come. This guy is coming. Any natural people, jamaa amesimama huyu anapita
and it's moving.
and it's moving and I'm like, how do they know? How?
It's magic.
So the same thing I used to know, like there's a way if I play this chorus ends and this one starts but I didn't know there was something like that coming. So this guy taught me about that. And then he also taught me discipline because he was much older guy. In fact alikuwa msana anafanya kanjo by then.
No.
So yeye pia aliniambia he started DJing late.
Oh yeah.
So he was just doing it for fun. Akitoka job anaingia na just doing it for fun. So he was so grounded. Sikungia na mapupa mo kuonesha. Then he used to play a soul.
Yes.
So unajua ni ile pole pole. So I grasped those basics. I had so many questions and this guy was, he was answering all of them and so
Nice.
and then we got to the point where he said utaeka moja.
Wow.
Hey, utaingiza moja.
Yo.
My friend.
Yeah?
Unaona huku. Wakale ka sweat kana tokaga huku. Hata sika joto. That's not if you sweat here, that's not heat. It's only you're not hot. There's a problem.
Nakumbuka ngoma ulieka?
Nakumbuka vizuri sana.
Yeah.
Because the previous weekend I was listening to DJ John play. Yes. And he played this song. Unfortunately you can't put it on the podcast because won't have been. But there's this song by Saida Karoli na Mambo Jambo. The song it's called Ekitobero.
Oh yeah.
I remember that song. That song was a hit. Ekitobero.
Yeah.
Remember that song. Alafu Kamata ya Isa. Kamata Isa kina BPM. Nini. But then I don't even know about BPM. Now when I look back, all the songs are 103. I don't even know BPM, but I remember.
Yes.
This song. Remember, this song played and this song played. So when he left, it's Kitobero that was playing. I'd already been studying his name. Yes. Kaenda kuchukua Kamata yangu. Ikabambanya. Ukaniambia, umeweka poa. I don't know. I can't even know. I was sweating. And then it's live now. You have guys. Though now he'd leave for me to play. Now guys when they're about to shut down. But nikaeka. Akaambia weka ingine. I'm like, no way. But I thought I've struggled with that one.
Upige moja ni shine.
But I remember leaving that place and I was like, shit, I did it.
So DJ Gordo's in the house, guys. The Vinyl Space podcast, where we discuss all things related to DJ culture in the 254 and beyond, in fact. So DJ Gordo was in the midst of telling us about his journey, where now you at this club, you meet this guy, he says, Kuja hapa. So you were there on the daily, was it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
No, it was Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday. So you were there.
He was not a guy for playing over the weekend.
Right.
Shout DJ Wanga, so much respect for that.
Is he still around? Is he still playing?
No, he's not playing.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably his son will start playing.
Right.
He's a slightly a senior guy. He told me he got into the industry much later, but he was just doing it for fun.
Gotcha.
Yes, but there was no better way someone would have gotten me into an industry than a much level-headed guy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so
by the
he
time
became
you
your mentor.
Yeah, so that by the time you get into the hype, you've already been told how to ground yourself.
The show is all about flowers. I don't feel like you've mentioned his name.
His name is Wainaina Nganga, DJ Wanga.
DJ Wanga.
Okay. So now take us through this journey. What year are we in now? 2003,
Now,
2000.
late 2003, I think.
Right.
2004. So now what Wanga did is he opened the gates for me. You get. And again, I'll tell you about, I've been raised in a very, very Christian. My middle name is actually Philemon, which is my grandfather's name, who was actually a pastor. So I will mention God a lot of times, and because I've seen him work in amazing ways.
Right.
You get me? So now I meet Wanga, right? And Wanga shows me the rope, and I start going there frequently, and I start getting my confidence and all that, you know. And I'll come back to how I started playing rock music. But remember, this guy is playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are not the biggest nights in Nigeria. Okay? Guess who's playing on Friday and Saturday?
DJ. Pinye.
John.
No. Remember who I told you was my high school roommate?
Right.
Space.
DJ Space was playing.
Wow.
And Space was a big deal.
He was.
What was his unit?
I think Spencer
MOB.
MOB.
We'll get to that. So now Space plays there. By then he was not part of him. But this time, and probably we'll get to talk about DJ units. He was part of a unit called SWAT team.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'll get to tell you about the units if you remember. If you write on your notes and you ask me.
We have to. I actually have that.
We had a plan.
And let me make it more exciting.
Yeah.
You know who else is on SWAT team? Mr. Prime. What? Yes. So before we get to that anyway. So Space was playing here on Friday and Saturday. I don't know. You said, but by the time I get there, I don't know. So I'm only concentrating on this guy's days. Because I don't know DJs. At least I go on the day that I know this.
Yes.
And I think Space got wind of, there's a kid who comes here, blah, blah, blah. You know, and he plays with one hand. This, you know.
Yeah.
So I remember meeting Space where I was writing music. And he asked me, because I knew he was a DJ.
Yes.
He asked me, where do you play? And I told him I'm not a DJ.
Wow.
This is just shortly before that one story. Because I wasn't a DJ. I loved it. I didn't know how to get into it.
Yeah.
And I used to go write music there. But remember, I told you, this is the place that everyone was writing music. Every DJ. So if you can't write music here, you are a DJ somewhere. So where does this guy play and why is he hiding? The fact that he's playing.
Exactly.
But I wasn't playing anywhere.
Yeah.
I was just a guy who found here and this is the only place I know that's Saturday. But now, Fate has brought me from Moy Forces Academy.
Yes.
To us meeting where we're writing CDs.
Right place at the right time.
Now, I'm playing at this club with this Wanga guy. Who Space is the star of the show here.
On the weekend, the biggest
guy
night.
was me at the CD joint.
Yes.
No.
So, he invites me. He's like, I play on Fridays. I'm like, now I can come because I know another DJ, you know. And let me tell you, I walked into Polo on a Friday night. And Space walked in. And I saw magic. You know, like this thing is almost bringing me to tears because like I remember the moment. Wanga, like I told you, he played soul. He's a much older guy. He's a cool guy. So hakuna nini, shamra nini. He's polite. You know the basics.
Yes.
He does it very well. I walk in. A guy is playing a cappella instrumental. Nini.
Whoa.
He's looping his word. He's like, fuck. This is what I want to do. This is it.
Yes.
This is what I've been listening
This
to.
is what?
This is what I was listening
The
to.
homeboy is playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is it. Then I'm like, what the hell? It's like, the machine was called a CDN 88, but then Paul improved to a CDN 88. It was one of the best machines then. Man, the things this guy was doing. I'm like, what? What? How? I'm telling you, people don't give DJ Space the flowers he deserves.
Hello.
That guy.
Go guy.
That guy, that DJ Space, man, that guy was a wizard. So Friday, Saturday, now this became my thing. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I come with Wanga. So I laugh.
Polite.
Right.
Friday ni sherehe.
Loco.
I'm so excited because the DJ now who's doing all this thing is now my friend. He's someone that I've known since child because we were in high school together. He was ahead of me, but at least he was actually my roommate in high school. So he's someone that I know personally. You get and he's killing it the way I've been listening, and I'm like, yeah.
Umekuwa wapi?
You know. So, 2004, DJ Space had moved from SWAT team, and there was his friend DJ Nijo. DJ Nijo
Classic.
had moved from, I think, Groove Squad. They had a unit called Groove
Hey,
Squad.
mother, we hearing these things now. As we know, it's different.
As me, I know. It's a working library. I've paid attention to the industry for a long time. DJ Nijo was in a group called Groove Squad. I think by this time now he'd left. So this guy's big partner.
Yeah.
And the story behind this, because I used to listen to them talk, or like one day you'll have them here, maybe they'll say their stories, but what I think, Space became friends with Pinye and Kina Nani, and Kina, because he was a budding guy. Coming and noise is like you get, so you sort of rub shoulders and all that. He was friends with them. Now when Kina Pinye were busy, they would send Space.
Yes.
They would also send Nijo, because Pinye and Nijo I think were in the same high school. So Nijo I think had Space mate. But now they're here. This one has left here. This one has left here. They're starting a unit. They took DJ Pierre. I'll take you back to who DJ Pierre is. The guy who wrote me my first CD is called DJ Nick Styles. DJ Pierre is his brother, who I also met during that time.
Fate, man.
That's fate. And then there was DJ Clash. I'd met Clash before, because when Space now was busy, because it was one of the most booked DJs that day. When Space was busy, he would send another DJ kuja kushikilia. You get. So I've been there with Clash. And sometimes you because you always hear mfungulia manene. So I'd met Clash. So I remember Steers Muindi Mbingu Street.
Steers.
That's where we were told, come for a meeting. And that's where they announced to us they're starting a unit, MOB, blah, blah, blah. I remember that. I remember we ate some small burgers like this. And I remember DJ Space said something. Until this time, I don't know money.
Wait.
Yes, I would get, Wanga would give me something because of Kam, but I still don't know money in this thing. I'm still just excited to be here. And to finally, start to get my feet in this thing. So, DJ Space said, by the way, we are here for business. If you're not here for business, you need anything. You can just walk out.
Get out.
Okay, there's no way I'm walking out of here, though I was there for fun. But who's them I'm here for fun? I don't want to be part of this. I don't know shit about the business at all. So even when they're saying things about business, I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. So that was the birth of MOB. And I'll take you back to how I think they would tell their story, but I think how I ended up in MOB. While in campus, big shout out to two guys. One is called Laz, and the other is called Mike. Again, my partner in crime all along has been my cousin, called Ronald Master. He used to listen to Capital and he's on Maroc, and I was like, what music is this? What music is this? What music is this? Nilikuwa na boy. Capital in the morning was this guy called I remember his name. So I blocked my.
They used to play rock in the morning.
There's rock in between and all that. There was rock. Rock was very big. Capital rock was big. Actually, really.
In the morning though.
Yeah. No, they would play, like Capital played a lot of rock music. Rock was so big. You must get dancehall. I will tell you about reggae in my story. Hopefully I'll remember to tell you about reggae. This is my dancehall. Reggae was not played anywhere in Nairobi, except to go downtown. This is reggae that you play every club, every day.
Downtown in Monte Carlo zamani.
Huko chini huko Tomboya, bro, past Tomboya kwenda hivi.
That's all like Tema Road huko.
So rock was so big. And Master was listening to rock all this time. So I've gone to campus. My bro was in the same campus with my brother. So my brother gives me his radio. See, he's senior. He's a 4th year student in Nini. So tunaweza borrow radio. Sasa hatuna matape. Tukuenda tujaenda choka tumejipanga. Now somehow this last guy carried tapes. And they all rock.
Wow.
So maze tunasikiza niko like hizi zile mziki za Master. I'm like, what music is this? Then I shoot pool. I'm very good at pool, by the way. So we are playing pool. We hook up with some guys from Sunshine. Since you know Sunshine. There's a guy called Mike. Mike alikuwa mpaka na acoustic. Ni cool kid mbaya. Alikuwa mpaka na acoustic. So Mike, because in LD kushago. Mike, I think the parents bought him something which is called World Space Receiver. You might know. So for the sake of Gen Z,
Yep.
please, you'll put a world space receiver so that they understand what it is.
Yeah.
It's like a satellite radio.
Tutatafutia.
Yani, so that unaweza shika ma networks.
Yes.
Nini unaweza shika ma network mpaka za majuu. So Mike akona world space receiver. Mike anasikiza rock. Sasa wameshikana na Lazi. Lazi ni mzee wa rock. Sasa hizi rock wanatoa.
So huko hapo unakula tu rock. Inabidi ukubali hakuna option.
We're in the same room. 4 guys were in high school together. So to get room moja. Me, Lawrence.
Oh yeah, from Kampoto na mkapata. Oh, from high school mkapata room moja Kampo.
Sasa Ulazi ni mmoja wetu. Mazi anatuweka na hizo marok. Good music is this. You know, right? Then the reason why it was pissing me off. You know, now I'm listening to Kina Penye, Kina John, Kina Nani. That's where my taste is. Then this guy is, but he has the tapes, me I don't have. So something happened. Because when I came back home for the holidays, then I'm hooking up with Master, and he's playing his rock, and I'm like, damn.
Dude.
Hizi ndio zile ngoma tena. Now start to sound. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maka, I even started knowing some of them. So I developed an interest. Yes. You get? I started developing an interest.
Yeah.
So by the time I'm going back to campus on as now,
You're in it.
and I became such a big fan.
Yeah.
Such a big fan. I'd even collected music. Now, Master would write music for me because he was working. So you'd go to work and burn CDs for me. It's a rock nina come. So I started listening to a lot of rock.
Yeah.
That by the time I'm getting to this DJing thing, rock was so big. There are 2 DJs who played rock, known, because Capital was pushing. That's DJ Jack Rock, big shout out DJ Jack, and DJ Zoom, who was in high school.
Sorry. You are mentor. Sorry.
Yeah.
As a marketer, do you think rock can work right now?
I'll tell you why it won't work.
Okay, so continue.
Rock is dead.
Rock, yeah.
Rock, unless you're playing old school rock, unless you're targeting those old school guys, so maybe a one-off. You get like Akina Pinye do this thing they do once every couple of months, and they do an old school bash, and if you do that, it will work because you'll get those guys, but you cannot do it regularly. These guys now
It's a one-off thing.
One-off thing. Unapanga rock fest ama nini. So now, when I was with Wanga and Space and all that, they started a rock night up Polo. You get? Now, these guys don't know rock. Many DJs don't know rock. Even then, they didn't know and they didn't like. They were where I was when I didn't like it. But I love it. Then, Mdosi alikuwa anazipenda. Mdosi na rende yake, they would go to Carnival ama Choices to listen to rock. That's why they wanted rock here. But now these DJs can't play rock. Me, I know rock. I'm still learning, but I know it. I know the music. You get?
Master kucheza rock ume.
So
Yani amekuwa
what they would
master.
do, kama wadosi wanakam, unajua maybe hata juu ngoma, kuna ile ngoma inaendanga ina mbili inaitwa hivi. DJ Nike. Because they were like, we want this guy here, you know, because he speaks our language.
Yeah.
And I started playing rock. I remember even when they started rock night, I played with Space the first night because he was almost supposed to play.
Wait, you started your club gigs with rock music?
The official, now my night.
Yeah.
You know, I would come with these guys.
Yeah.
But now this night was supposed to be me and Space. I started with Wanga Pole, so when it peaked, Space took over. So, you know, Space is a big deal. It's a big deal. Me, I'm just a guy who started. But I'm the guy who has the music and knows the music.
Yes. Okay.
So there with Space news, like, so I started. You get? I'm not a very good DJ by then. But at least I know the music. So all the fans, when they come, we speak the same language. There's this song, it's called. So we speak.
Do you remember some of the songs that were playing back then?
I'll tell you some of the biggest songs. Here Without You, 3 Doors Down was very big.
Wow.
You know, and guys would sing.
Probably Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
This
you know,
is
like,
a song for the...
Yes. Even the other guys.
That was the
knew
thing.
that.
It's my life.
Yeah. So this is some of the big. But you can remember this. I'm playing the whole night, so it's a lot of music.
Right.
So like the whole night would play rock.
You'd play.
And the good thing is, I agree with guys. You know, so the fans will also come and tell me there's this album, there's this Nini, there's this Nini. You know, guys come and tell you, and so you're growing with it.
And here we thought we are crazy, man.
That's how. Let me tell you.
Shit.
When I look back and I'm thinking, we killed Carnival Rock.
Oh,
Because Carnival Rock was a big
shit.
thing.
it was the big
But now, after Polo, this the same guys like you guys, you've opened Paris. So this guy's opened another club called Zip next to Hilton. You know, I was doing rock on Thursday this side, Wednesday rock here. Now your Wednesday was traditionally a rock night, and guys would go to carnival. So guys would start at the club, you know, they come to zip, listen to rock, knowing that at least by 10, 9 tunapanda kani. But they're like, Gordo, utacheza rock the whole night. I'm like, yeah. Are you sure? Then we stick here. So slowly guys stopped going to other, because these guys are going to play rock. And I grew that rock. Anyway, back to the story now I was telling you. When MOB is starting, remember Space now is in charge of now 2 clubs. Space is the money of 2 clubs.
Watch this space. Watch this space.
You know, so we started MOB because nothing of calling DJs, random DJs all chat. Let me start a unit so that we play both.
Exactly.
Okay. So is Nijo and him were kind of like the stars. Then there was DJ Pierre and DJ Clash.
Yes.
So Clash would play this side, Pierre would play this side, then Nijo and Space would come as the stars. Me, I was just be the guy who's, I'm just there because I'm still but I was the guy who kusema wakati wa rock. So when they were starting a unit, I believe, you're like, this guy has to be inside. Because this club's playing rock. You get? And plus, he's really catching up with. So that's how I ended up being in MOB. I think if it was just another random guy, they wouldn't find the need for me. If I wasn't playing rock and all that, because there were other guys. There were other guys that they, you know, there are other guys that they would take who were better than me.
Shout out to Master.
So, so now I find myself from Wanga, who's just a polite guy, just doing this for, you know, small commercial. I can't say it wasn't commercial because it was being paid, but you know, not actively pursuing it. And Wanga has just opened the doors, and the first person I meet inside this industry is DJ Space. And before I know it, DJ Space is opening MOB.
Hello.
Which is this?
And
This is 2004.
2004.
That's you know. So now, and we take off.
and then you slide with a
We
niche.
take off, and now I'm the guys doing the things that I've always wanted to know how. Now I have this mentors, and we're in the same group. So I'm also learning about business because I didn't know about business. I didn't know their gigs. And
you've never been paid. You've been playing.
No, but this time rock sasa nilikuwa
From Wanga kidogo kulikuwa kwanza tumado.
Sasa Wanga pia alikuwa but Wanga alikuwa anapatia ile. But sasa juu unacheza rock kaa peke yangu kwa pewa Sotano. I'm not even thinking about it. Sotano.
Lakini hiyo time mkate ilikuwa
Sotano
no, you know, I'm still living at home. I'm still living with my paps.
500 is a lot.
kuna wachuo.
Hurlingham. So niko sawa. Hii do ilikuwa in fact ya kubuy ma CD.
Yuko ilikuwa na kana Hurlingham. Okay.
Si DOD, si Buddha
alikuwa si Buddha kwa DOD.
Hey,
So
soft life.
Living good, bro.
Hey, okay.
And MOB takes off. Because now what I didn't know in the industry is this Kina Pinya had started, Masika Chaolix, my homeboys, Nani, Kina Styles walikuja, then Styles started Code Red. So MOB is starting around the same time Code Red is starting.
Yes. This is 2004, right?
Kumbe hizi ma unit sasa zina, they are big thing. No, me I've gone in the industry, I don't know. They the backbone in there. SWAT team ime break, wale wa master wametoka, Mr. Prime alikuwa anajitanga Kintu.
Yes.
Kintu DJ Slick. Kintu is his official name.
Yes.
He was DJ Slick. But akitoka sasa ali rebrand to Mr. Prime. Akaingia Code Red. Space na yakaanza nini yake huko. So the unit thing is a big deal. Now you see, again, God. Now I found myself in a big deal. In issues a big deal. When you're from nowhere,
From the CD
to now I'm in a big deal. These things are happening. Nini MOB is here. He's doing all the gigs. So I'm learning all these things so fast. I'm with very good guys, and those guys mentored me so well. So within a very short period of time, I became a very good DJ. You know, and more than that, I knew so many things, and I was meeting so many people because now these were the biggest DJs.
Yes.
And then another thing that used to happen, Kitambo, is we had distinct DJs, for lack of a better explanation. Like the guys who played in nightclubs, like Kina Ben were playing Carnival was a nightclub, F2, kulikuwa tunaoma DJs. Then kuna tu, Kina Kalonji, but though this is slightly much later, watu wa ma mixtape na ni walikuwa tu ma mixtape. Sisa sisi tulianza hizi mababa hizi tao mababa, ni ngoro ma DJ wa bar. Like watu wa radio, they know you find Adrian in a club, unless ni Carnival hizo ma big concerts. So radio guys were not playing in clubs. Even Code Red when they started, they were not playing in clubs. Yeah, they used to have I think one gig at Sikiliza, which is called Village Market, once a month.
Still.
You get, so we were the guys who were ground. Again, then this guy tunaendelea level. This guy kama tu wa jamaa akafungua ya tatu Tropez iko mali Tribeca. That was nini before Tribeca, that was Tropez.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Tropez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tropez actually ilifungwa ndio ikakuwa
Tribeca.
Yeah.
Moja ile club nyingine iliendaga Moi Avenue pale opposite Ibrahim's. What was its name? Opposite Age. Kulikuwa na club
Yeah, I remember. I think it's the Sun ama ni nani.
There was a Tropez on.
Nakwambia now what happened? I think it's the Sun ama someone related to the owners.
Yes.
When Tropez closed, akajua because it's a brand. If I probably open somewhere else,
yes,
maybe there's a right. But the original Tropez was exactly where it was. So I'm still doing my rock. I'm still doing my thing. I'm learning with these guys. I'm doing so many gigs. Tuko polo huko kwa mafarasi, tuko wapi. Yaani tuko kila these guys were doing.
So this time MOB ndio imetake over.
Now the rival ya MOB was Code Red.
Yes.
Code Red was actually the rival.
Yes.
But Code Red is on radio. See to go ground. Capital. And Capital was pushing Code Red. Capital pushed.
So this time MOB mko Space,
DJ Space, DJ Nijo, DJ Pierre, DJ Clash, then there's me. And other guys came in and out, like Riggs. There's a guy called Riggs. Not this Riggs that you guys know. There's another Riggs that came and then one left. Much later, so many other DJs came. Junior now, that's post 2008 when you will come. Yes. But the core was the 5 of us. It was the core when we were starting.
Then Code Red kuna nani?
Code Red kulikuwa na DJ Styles. Kulikuwa na Shield. Kulikuwa Mr. Prime. There was this guy who went to Majun. There were also 5. Coincidentally, there were also 5. Kina Krima wamekuja. There was the original Code Red.
The young star.
There was the original Code Red kina Mr. Prime. I remember kina Mr. C. Mr. C pia alitokanga SWAT team. Mr. C.
No, there was a Mr. C.
This is Mr. C.
Yes.
And there's a Mr. C now.
Yes.
Who is so bad.
Just so you know.
Big up to C. There was a Mr. C before. Oh, there was Zoom. I was like, how could I forget? There was Zoom. So Zoom was playing rock. And I'm like, we were like almost matching. Space style, like styles wanapelekana hivi. You know, like, and there was that sort of rivalry. I don't even know if it was rivalry. I think the rivalry was just between Space and Styles.
Yes.
But sasa because this is
in white
team tunakufia timu yetu.
Kubwa na timu yako.
Tunakufia timu yetu. So
which I think
that's that and it was a big deal.
Yes.
It was a big deal. And if I'm to tell you all my story, would be here the whole day. So I'll probably jump to some of the significant faces. Maybe in between the faces, and I might remember something and come back. And then when I'm done, maybe you can ask, then we will elaborate more. So 2008. Sasa nimeshika ground. Sasa hii najua. Sasa hii naweza achiliwa gig na nasukuma peke yangu. Wanajua kale kijana ketu kako sawa. Sawa. Kako sawa. 2008 kina Space, nani kina Styles, those senior guys. Homeboys was there, and I remember there was also unit ya kina nani inaitwaje kwa YFM, which is now Hot 96. Inferno. Before Inferno, it went to Team Incredible Force. Incredible Force.
So many teams.
There was More. There was DJ Zach. Zach is actually my relative.
Yes.
I told you this thing runs the family. And then there was this guy that you probably all know right now. DJs. No, I don't know what was Josie.
Tell us.
There was this guy called Joey. Joey is now a lawyer, and that's why Joey has always stood by DJs. Joey has always stood by us because he started as a DJ. Yes. But then he went and akakosa yeye ni wakili.
Yes.
In fact, he's like our lawyer, and he's part founder of the association. If we talk about the association, we'll probably mention. So those were 3. They were harsh. Tableist More. More aliokoka, I think. Ndio sasa change ikakuja Inferno kina Ace but originally it was incredible.
Actually what wajui Grouch alianzia huko.
Grouch alianza now Grouch
for Gen Z wajui. Grouch alikuwa Inferno. Exactly.
Codred. So pia alikuwa Inferno.
Alikuwa patia Inferno.
So when Inferno changed now from Incredible Force to Inferno, wakati Zack na nani walitoka, Zack na Joey walitoka, Maria kabaki akaanza na timu mpya nini wakachange to Inferno.
Yes.
Kwa lakini na Ace na nani ndio sasa hiyo baadaye tena ikakuja kina Grouch wakaingia.
Na watu wataka kwa superstar. Grouch walianza huko na wataka kwa superstar overnight.
Watu hawajui.
No, actually, by the way, what we understand that you have to respect the journey. People have gone a long way. You know, people never walk up and
I've had to see like how do you got so much money back?
Big Ted, we share Big Ted. But Big Ted, I've not mentioned him, but this is a guy who also has, and through in a space I met Big Ted.
Big Ted.
He's been like my brother all along, and he's put me in spaces that I can't even explain, including playing at State House for the president.
But then, let me tell you. Actually, Big Ted gave me an opportunity to play at the president's gig.
Oh wow!
And Big Ted for me,
Big Ted has given
everybody has a story.
I think Big Ted has touched
So
every life.
is he a DJ as well? Or no?
He actually started as a DJ. He's one of the first gospel DJs that didn't push as
much.
Yeah.
I never knew he was a DJ.
He started. I also don't know if he was a DJ, but he said it. He started as a gospel guy and was a gospel.
Big Ted is one guy who is so. He was so senior when I got to meet him. Like up there, but every time I call this guy, he always picks my call.
He's been the
So you just met him the other day.
Yeah.
You are next to the president, but
He
you
was at State House.
You just met him the other day.
You met in the State House, Big Ted.
That has always been Big Ted.
That's the State of Big
If you listen, go and watch CTA.
Yeah.
The nini. He talks about it. Big Ted mpaka kina Chameleon na kina nani
What?
So he's a guy who's held the industry, like
with his
Good people.
Yeah, so where was I? You know, I'm digressing.
2008.
Anyway, 2008, telling you units are so big, and this DJing thing has started becoming
the thing.
Imeanza kuwa kitu yenye iko na kaheshima kake.
Hapo niko form 4.
Proper.
So let me ask you then, was there any rivalry between?
That's why we were talking about that. Right. Code Red was a unit, was a DJ unit.
Right.
MOB was a DJ unit.
Yes. Right.
Inferno. Remember, Homeboys is still there.
Yeah.
Then kuna zingine zitoka kina Gig Masters. So because it was a thing.
Yeah.
So many others were coming. There was this other one. I'm forgetting its name. I'll tell you about it. Kina Andre walikuwa huko. Pack DJs. Those Pack DJs. So units became the thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So many came, but those are some that I could remember. That, had.
What was the need for a unit, though? What did people feel like they needed a unit?
Okay, you see, I'll go back to as far as I can remember. Homeboys was there. Remember? Yeah. Homeboys was always there.
Yeah.
Pinye was there. Pinye was a very big.
Sorry, you mentioned Homeboys under Capital. Did he start from Capital?
No, Homeboys started South B.
Ikuwa yake to its own.
Wanapiga mziki, wanafanya ma-wedding na nini, they grew.
Okay.
But now the need for a unit, and that need is still there. Even siku hizi madijon alipopo wakunaja unit. The need for a unit was Homeboys are here. You can book Homeboys. You booked Homeboys. It doesn't matter who comes. It's Homeboys. If you book Pinye, and I want to book Pinye can only go to one gig. You get? If you book Styles, Styles can only come to one gig.
Yes.
And madiji wako wengi. So you are hotcakes and people want you.
So book Code Red.
So when you book Code Red, either Mr. Prime Data 2 so the company can make more money, because you can do 3, 4, 5 gigs.
Yes.
Unaona MOB ndo nakwambia Polo imefunguliwa space anacheza. Space is already so busy. He's being called to different gigs. He has to find someone to shikilia when he's not there. You get, and today you find this random guy, tomorrow is a random guy, tomorrow is a random guy.
Right.
It becomes, if you guys were a unit,
ni kama watu wajanja.
Unaget? Then club nyingine inafunguliwa na nyingine inafunguliwa.
We are losing money because size clubs go hivi.
So now,
brand by
brand by you.
Mini
So I
brand.
think that was the initial
Yo.
media DJs kabisa. You get?
That is very
So that
effective.
when you book me, you book and I'll give an example of someone who I think when they look back at their career they've suffered because of this kidum. Band ya kidum inaitwa kidum. Like kidum yeye ni kidum.
Yeah.
So if you want kidum leo hapa.
You want to see it.
You want to see kidum.
Yes.
You get? But if you want to book inaitwa gogo, kuna
Gogosimo.
Gogosimo. Yo Gogosimo can come sibora ni Gogosimo imekama. Gogosimo inafanya gig 3 kwa siku.
Actually,
Ama Maroon Commando.
Ama Maroon
No,
Commando.
I'm answer question yangu because there was a time I went for nilienda wedding, nimebukiwa, and then these guys were so mad. Tulibook Kayamba Africa. Awa si Kayamba. So they had to explain Kayamba is big.
Ni big.
Ni big. Kuna wase they'll come and cover and give you the same.
The same.
And Kayamba.
So I think that
Same
was
concept of the unit.
Yeah. That's the same concept for the unit. So it was much easier for guys to operate.
Yeah.
You know, because when you book MOB, either Gordo will come, Nijo will come, or Nani will come, or Nani will come. Now the good thing about the unit is standards are almost the same. Because now you have to work hard. Where's go when you're below average in this group. You know, you have to level so that trust you enough. We can send you for an ABL gig. We can send you for a wedding. We can send you here. No, so you know we are still doing clubs as well. So like hapana wacha Gordo ende ile wedding alafu akimaliza akaenda hapa alafu ata. It's easier when you work together as a unit as opposed to looking for a random DJ every day. That's why you guys have to book DJs 3 months in advance.
In a bow.
Because you see now by then you'd be like hii unit inafanya hapa so wamejipanga ma DJ wako hapa nini. You get?
That's a good business model.
Yeah, so that's what was happening with units. So units were a big thing, and DJing was starting to be a very big deal in around 2008. And remember, around 2008, TPF pia ilikuwa before as TPF was going on, like each brand has their own model of marketing. Pilsner used to have the pool. This is just marketing model.
Yes.
You get so you create something and lean it. So there came a manager, a young manager at EABL who was in charge of Pilsner brand. He shared the late Dan and Gima passed on, but Dan was
Rest in peace.
So these guys thought, what if we had a DJ competition? You know, see, tunauza bar. So if we do pool CP ilikuwa kwa bar. So what if we do a DJ competition? You get? So that DJs compete and see while we go to these clubs go compete in any bado tutauza. So that was the whole nini behind Pilsner.
So that's how Pilsner Mfalme came about.
Yes.
Bro.
They always have ways to sell.
That was a brilliant.
Wow, that was a
See now
brilliant
Nini
one.
was doing TPF.
Yes.
And Tusker of course has more budget.
Yes.
Tusker is a bigger brand. So them they were doing TPF and TPF was so successful.
Yes.
So hizi brands zingine nyinyi mmetoa nini tuuze unajua. So they came up with this thing. And now we were involved, all of us. By all of us it means me by being part of MOB. So they were like, the only way this thing is going to be fair is if we involve all the big units.
Yes.
Because MOB wakifanya kwa watu wako ile kitu. Homeboys wakifanya ile ni kitu.
Exactly.
Gordo wakifanya so all these guys have to be there.
Yes.
Again. So we'll have you guys run the thing as the judges na nini. So they brought in Codred, they brought in Homeboys, they brought in MOB and Inferno.
Yes.
But Homeboys pulled away. I think Homeboys had already done a DJ competition and I think they wanted to do it by themselves. We have the capacity.
Homeboys was so vested in
Alafu
DJing.
Homeboys pia there was a big nini. Compare you couldn't compare Homeboys na sisi wengine in terms of even infrastructure and all that. So I think they felt like so they pulled.
Yes.
So the 3 units we started to build some farm in 2008. And I think this is where my love for growing DJs and the respect that I probably have from DJs started here. Because we are going to different places. We went all over the country. And mi ndo nilikuwa ule mse, like I was the youngest DJ. I'm like still like mi ndo naanza.
Yes.
So like I spoke their language. Okay. So everywhere you go and you meet competitors, mi ndo naenda kuongelesha, tutafanya hivi. So wananiuliza maswali, mnajaji nini? Mi ndo na explain. You know, like so I was meeting so many DJs all over the country and they felt like this guy we can talk to him. So if someone has a challenge, they come to you. John hivi na hivi, Gordo hivi na hivi, Gordo hivi na hivi, all the way to the finals.
Oh yeah.
semi-finals. The first time actually I met DJ Kroba the first time in Mombasa, the semi-finals, and he pulled me aside. We had a conversation. Nini kina Brigi, nini. So the first Pilsner Falme ndio ilitoa Kroba was the winner. DJ Tibbs was the second runners-up. It was the first runners-up. Joe Mfalme was second runners-up, number 3. Then those are kina Lily, kina K-Trix.
What do you mean, man? But Joe, I think the name.
I think
he will tell you on his podcast why he went to
that, man. That's
yeah. He will tell you. And I know I don't want to
that's
just
a big
tell
story
you.
right there.
It's his story.
guys, I think hata for the DJs who are learning, Eburu Deolis, who's number 1?
Kroba.
Number 2,
DJ Tibbs.
Now, this is it. And I've been telling people, man, Tibbs and I deserve respect. Biggest industry, bro.
Is there anyone who doesn't respect Tibbs?
You have to respect Tibbs for industry, man.
I think because he doesn't get enough flowers.
I think he does not get enough flowers as he deserves, man.
Yeah. And you know, by then Tibbs was not playing in Nairobi. Actually, Tibbs was playing in Nakuru.
Exactly.
Tibbs was playing in Nairobi.
And he
Yes.
matched guys of Nairobi.
Yes, in fact.
Shout out,
Okay,
man.
I don't want to bring controversies here, but
Later.
We love controversy.
Number 1?
if we did one set only, Tibbs would have won.
Tibbs is number 1, isn't it?
Yo.
Because his first set was a killer. I remember us screaming. But again, you know, like Nini, so it's 10 people, so you have to cut it down to 3. So
Yeah.
So but I think he prepared this first set ile ndio alikuwa nayo kwa mind kabisa.
Yes.
Because by the time he was going to the second set na nini, you could feel it's not like the first one. I think it shook him, like we have to again do this nini.
Yes.
You get. Aya. Joe Mfalme was now coming up with what is now the standard of the industry.
Scratch.
But you know, guys are like, okay, what else? What else? Now, Kroba was a very, very creative DJ. He would play with some scratches. He would talk on the mic.
Yes.
He would what?
He was still a gospel DJ.
Yeah. He will tell his story. He has told his story, but he will tell his story but he won and he's a gospel DJ.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So Pilsner Mfalme really made me meet a lot of DJs all over.
Yes.
Si Mombasa, si wapi, si Kisumu, si nini. And I felt them because I still considered myself a young budding guy.
Yeah.
You get, I was just a young budding guy. You get, so I would feel them and I'd talk to them and I think it's just naturally comes. I think that's who I am.
Yeah.
I want to share knowledge and I want to really end up. Yeah. So I don't know if that's the genesis of guys thinking like this is our guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
You get, because we did now, there was the second season and there was the third season. So you can imagine the number of DJs that you've communicated and talked to about all these things. You get, so Pilsner Mfalme really sent me all over the world, all over the country, and also gave me some respect, which I can't say I didn't deserve it. I was a harsh DJ. I still am. But considering the people that I was, you know, Kina Space, Kina Nijo, these are guys who've already done big things.
Yes.
No, I was just like, this was like my 3rd, 4th year in DJing. You get, and Kitambo was not a size. So, you know, 1 year in DJing, someone can really rise up the ranks. So I was judging guys that sometimes I didn't even feel like, you know, but because Nico MOB and I have to judge. You get, and I think because of that, it also cemented the guys. They said, Ujamani senior. You know, it's like you start working for a very senior radio station and you guys go somewhere. Sometimes someone will respect you. Maybe you're just 1 month into it. Maybe una work na brand kubwa.
So sasa imekupatia credibility.
So inakupatia credibility kubwa sana. You get, I was barely into the industry. You know. But now because I'm judging na nini, naka mimi mse. You get me judge 3 straight competitions. You know that puts you. Yes.
You guys will get paid.
Yeah, a lot of money. But that's another story.
No.
Well, you started making
Actually,
money.
I think this
we were making a lot of money.
People bathe.
But
Bath.
everyone knows.
Bath.
But now it brings me to, because I spoke about the reason why DJs units came. I might speak about why I think they broke, because they all probably had their own unique issues. But I think the common thing is this: if you have an institution kuna boss, kuna structure, kuna HR, kuna accounting department, kuna nini. No unit, when mse mnoma, so when umeassemble wase. So because you assembled guys when do HR,
when you kill a kid,
when because money is being paid to you, when your accountant, when your nini, when your, you know.
So you become everything in the unit.
So you are everything in the unit. You know, sometimes you can go to your HR na atakuelewa. Sasa huku ndio the boss is still the HR, is still the accountant.
It's everything.
So I also understand them to a point because you're also trying to grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again. Because you're the one who's also getting the gigs. You're the one who's also getting the gigs.
I'm the plan.
Yeah. But now you're like, we need maybe a van so that we can move around.
So who pulls the strings?
You get, we need
the main guy.
We need maybe sound because we keep hiring sound when you're going for the So you get money is coming, but now this guy is investing here and investing here so that you guys, when you grow and you know, and you're driving around any, but you wanna drive gari So at the end of the day, the units registered under someone.
So let me ask you. So there was no business structure. Let's say you form a business with.
Basically, you see, it wasn't as professional as it might be right now.
Right.
You know, it's just you. You know, it's like just here. Let's say you've opened a studio, but you know you can't do everything by yourself. So you get a guy, and you get a guy, and you get a guy, and you guys start working. You know,
there's no structure, right?
Yeah, you're still the HR. You're the one who's employing people. You're the one who's firing people.
Right,
you know, money is coming to you, or maybe your account that you set.
Yeah,
you know, if we buy the lights, you know, guys can be happy we bought the lights.
Nobody has access to the account that you don't know, right?
You get. So I think, and at some point, it started.
So the guy at the top was controlling everything. Everybody felt some kind of way.
Yes, and then it probably gets to a point now guys start breaking off and breaking off. And then at some point also guys started taking DJ. I don't necessarily Kitambo, they had to call a unit.
Yes.
You get like all the big gigs, it's the MOB, it's Code Red, it's a unit that's been called. Yeah. But then I also after Code Red broke, it's a story I don't want to tell it. But also Code Red broke and on. So we had so many other DJs who were not necessarily part of a unit.
Right.
But guys know you are harsh. Because you're harsh in that unit, you can't do it now because you're not in a unit. You're
not harsh, you're still harsh.
So guys also started getting those individual gigs. So guys started being called as individuals. Instead of a unit, it was possible to call a guy as an individual. So guys felt like, so I can do it on an individual basis. And slowly, now units started dying. Yeah, because guys felt like I could do it on my own.
Gotcha.
I could do it on my own. Again, that's how. Remember, pia mfalme imeleta ma DJ wengi nini. Like DJ sasa it's become something. It's become a thing. You know, it's become a big thing. Yeah.
So na hii time mko kwa units, like did you guys have contracts? Like how ilikuwa inaranaje?
Ama ni muri wangu.
Ama niweka
jamaa aje niandikisha contract.
Naona na mdomo.
Contract would have contract maybe when you're dealing with EBL. We're dealing with a certain client, but not with
among you guys.
I'd be lying if I say there was a contract at here amongst us.
Unajua
pia DJing wasn't as easy as it is.
Yes,
right now. Unajua, so you assemble a team. Yani kuna vitu mingi that guys have also learned as we go.
Yes.
You know how to register a name, how to vote, how to the business aspect of it. Imekuja sasa. So easy the business. Unajua mtu anaanza kasha jitafutia jina. Let me tell you something that is funny and you realize that. Mimi naitwa nani?
Gordo.
What's my name?
Gordo Nomondi, yes.
What's my DJ name?
DJ Gordo.
Mfalme anaitwa nani?
Joseph Monoro.
DJ John anaitwa nani?
John.
DJ Adrian anaitwa nani?
Yeah,
Adrian.
You get? So, Kitambo almost everyone had their original name. Why? Because I start hanging out with you because you're the hash DJ. So many go to hapo nani. So guys know me, mimi Gordo. So by the time naingia kwa industry mimi DJ, sasa taanza kukubalisha jina. Mnajua kama Gordo ni Gordo.
Unajiita nini hizo?
Unajua Pinye ni jina yake. Hiyo ni because it's called Peter. So Pinye ngoto Pinye kutoka high school. Una get? So most of these guys walikuwa wanaitwa tu jina yao. una get. So squeeze the model nowadays. Someone can start with a business profile na kila kitu before you even know how to play.
Mzee toxic.
Shida yako na t-shirt, you know, like kila nowadays you can do. So I think even for the units, you know, like nowadays if someone wants to start a unit, I think they'll do it more professional as opposed to then. Then guys also learning. So I don't have any beef. I was at MOB. Most of the contacts I'm living off to date are because of that time.
Right.
You get, so like I sort of understand why this would, you know, this would be like this or this would be like that. You get.